It's been a really exciting few days seeing how the work with the choreographers is progressing. And this year we've been very, very lucky to work with 3 amazing female choreographers, Charlotte Broom, Beth Payton and Bettina Carpi.
We started on Monday morning creating a piece which is going to be 10 minutes and we've just finished it, so just in time. It's been an absolute joy to be here. The standard of the dancers here at Edge Hill is really high, so it's been an absolute pleasure to make work here because all the dancers have been committed and focused and talented, so it's been a great experience.
It's been a really enriching process working with someone as experienced and prestigious as Charlotte, someone that I look up to so much, and in such a short space of time, doing so much and being really intense and coming in the morning and working constantly, apart from, your lunch break. We've really worked well together. It's really brought the whole group together as well. I've learnt a lot about stamina and focus. You've got to be committed to the space and to the choreography. You've got to, even if you're sat at the side of the class, you have to be present. And I think that's something that really will carry me forward.
It's been a real challenge for me personally to step into a group of dancers that I've never met before and get making so quickly on such a personal and intimate process, really. And the dancers have been fabulous. They've worked really, really hard, taken a lot of self-responsibility for work so that we could move really quickly through the process. And I think it's a fantastic opportunity for the dancers and for artists as well to be put in a shared sort of experience of challenge and pushing through boundaries together.
And we've worked like a professional company, so it really does prep you for when you graduate and work with choreographers in the real world.
And I feel like, because it's all been about like unleashing our like feminine power, I feel like it's really allowed us all to accept ourselves more and like be more open around
and brought us together
others.
like a group
yeah.
and like a strong collective, I think.
It's been a really fantastic week for me to just come in and explore some ideas about climate change. I've been wanting to make a piece about not so much about climate change as in like shouting it out loud, even though we should, but more sort of like taking the ideas from nature and seeing how they're applied in the body and how can we find shapes that represent what's going on outside. I'm looking a little bit at like creation versus destruction. What do we need to create before anything can be destroyed, or while we are destroying, actually we're creating something new as well?
I think it was a really great way to kind of get back into the body and also trying to understand how our piece was all about melting glaciers. It was about climate change, so it was really about seeing how does the melting process actually happen and understanding how that would happen in the body and trying to be true to that intention. So I thought that was really hard and interesting to explore.
Yeah, it was really nice to see the contrast as well, I think, because we had a few of us doing really soft melting movements and then sort of behind us showing like the angular shapes of like the ice caps and the glaciers and stuff. So it's kind of seeing both sides of it, like one that's melting and one that's still got the shape and the strength of an ice glacier as well.
It's how people embody things differently, about trying to embody that in a unified way so that you actually communicate some important message and then being able to bring that integrity on stage.
Yeah. It's been quite a hefty week with all the hours that we've done as well, so it's keeping that in mind, but it's quite nice because when you actually perform it still feels really fresh, so you're still enjoying it. You don't feel like you're done with it yet. You feel like it's still really brand new.
I love making work, and this has been a fantastic opportunity. And especially, again, like it's just been really nice working with like really open students that are really embracing everything that I've been giving them. And yes, it's been great.